This episode is brought to you by La Quinta by Wyndham. Your work can take you all over the place, like Texas. You've never been, but it's going to be great because you're staying at La Quinta by Wyndham. Their free Bright Side breakfast will give you energy for the day ahead. And after, you can unwind using their free high-speed Wi-Fi. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book your stay today at LQ.com.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1345, The Perfect World, Helping Your Team Understand and Commit to Team Goals, by Laura Stack of theproductivitypro.com. And I'm Dan, I'm your host, and I'm here with you every single day of the week, and that includes weekends and holidays. And what we do here is we take these great posts from bloggers who write about work and productivity and entrepreneurship, and we turn that content into quick, bite-sized podcasts that you can tackle in usually under about 10 minutes. So we're going to jump right into our post from today as we hear from Laura Stack and optimize your life. The Perfect World, Helping Your Team Understand and Commit to Team Goals, by Laura Stack of theproductivitypro.com. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. End quote. Jim Rohn, American business and motivational speaker. In a near-perfect world, the type most people would love when they join a new company, a department, division, or team's leader would act purely as a facilitator, establishing the group's goals, communicating them plainly to everyone on the team, and clearing the way from the team's current location to their future destination. He or she would promote the team goals in a way that made it clear what each team member should expect, precisely what they needed to do, and how the tasks the team member accomplished moved the entire organization toward its ultimate goals. These near-perfect conditions do exist in some organizations I've worked. They aren't common and they don't always work as expected, but they do occur. And when they do, the productivity of the relevant team often proves fantastic. Most well-constructed teams can achieve this near-perfect scenario regularly if everyone involved cares enough to make it happen. It may be difficult, but it's by no means impossible. In a perfect world, everyone on the team would automatically grasp the team goals, understand instinctively why they mattered, and how to move forward with them both as individuals and as a team. They would also contribute to establishing those goals, donating a healthy amount of discretionary time and effort toward completing them on time and under budget. Somewhere, this may very well have happened a few times, and it's certainly what we'd all like to see. In cases like these, productivity would rise to an outrageously high level. Welcome to the real world. While I hate to seem cynical, perfect and near-perfect scenarios occur only rarely, and when they do, they serve as shining beacons for us all. But for every Jobs-era Apple or Golden Age Disney, thousands of organizations just scrape by. If it were as easy to go from good to great as some authors suggest, we'd all have achieved greatness by now. The biggest stumbling block remains human nature. We're often positively pig-headed, which often strikes sparks and causes trouble within the team. This fails us when our egos insist we know better than everyone else and refuse to let go of old ways that no longer work, even as we struggle to implement new processes. On the other hand, our obstinacy also represents our greatest strength, when independence and creativity combine to form forward-thinking innovation. But it doesn't always, and often leadership can't or won't effectively communicate its goals to the team. Whether the leader or the team is at fault doesn't matter. A broken team is a broken team. Sometimes a team member has to quietly take charge, pull things together, and move the team forward in spite of itself. The only other option is to let dysfunction drag the team under. If you're a team member, you shouldn't have to encourage your teammates to get off their duffs and do their jobs. But hey, welcome to the real world. Consider it on-the-job training for something bigger in your future. If you think about it, I suspect you can come up with several examples in business and sports where one person's hard work has kept the team afloat, or one team kept the entire company alive. Actually, it is your job. When the team's goals seem obscure and the leadership helpless, you may wonder how you can possibly help. After all, setting and steering the team toward its goals isn't your job, is it? Well, if you don't do it, who will? You can't just assume someone else will grab the helm. First, speak to your leader and ask for direction. If he or she seems overwhelmed, tell that person you'll happily rally the team. Meet with your teammates and dust off your team goals as you understand them. Check them for strategic alignment with the organization's goals. If they've drifted off course, work them back around to where they belong. Then keep moving forward. If you work in a finance department, for example, your goals may consist of straightening out the company's books, ensuring taxes get paid on time, working with HR to pay for benefits and salaries, and a myriad of other tasks. Your organization needs you to take care of these. So with or without leadership, clarify and commit to these goals so you can hit your targets. Similarly, if you work as a principal investigator in an environmental firm, your goal may be to find more work within private industry and the federal government, to respond to requests for proposals, RFPs, and to ensure your team members meet the minimum professional standards for their jobs. A programmer might want to stir his team into action on the projects they're currently working on to ensure there's no repeat of 3D Realms' infamous 12-year failure to produce the next installment of their popular Duke Nukem series. In all these cases, self-interest serves as a strong motivator, in the form of simply keeping your jobs. 3D Realms was a special case. It was so cash flush after its initial success that it wasted time and talent for over a decade before it fell apart. If your team's productivity flatlines, though, you may find yourself on the chopping block before you know it. Good, bad, or ugly. You may not have a dysfunctional team. Still, it can't hurt to get together with your teammates, including your leader, and make sure you all understand your goals and how to achieve them. It may not be your job, but it can't hurt to feel out your teammates occasionally, to check their commitment levels and see how well they understand the team goals. If things seem a bit vague, do what you can to pump up interest and commitment. Don't usurp your leader's power and authority, but work toward becoming one of the keystone players who keeps the team alive. You just listened to the post titled, "The Perfect World, Helping Your Team Understand and Commit to Team Goals," by Laura Stack of theproductivitypro.com. We're driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out those incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster, and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
And a big thank you to Laura for sharing her work today. She is an award-winning keynote speaker and best-selling author of 8 books, obviously known as the Productivity Pro for good reason. Her engaging personality, combined with over 25 years of experience helping organizations achieve results, have made her one of the most sought-after experts and keynote speakers in her field. Laura has been featured in the New York Times, USA Today, the Wall Street Journal, Entrepreneur, and Forbes magazine, and has been a spokesperson for Microsoft, Danone, 3M, Office Depot, Xerox, and more. And if that wasn't enough, her client list includes top Fortune 500 companies, including Starbucks, Walmart, Bank of America, GM, Wells Fargo, and Time Warner, plus government agencies such as the U.S. Air Force Academy, the Census Bureau, the Senate, and the IRS. So there is a lot of experience there and a lot to learn from her, so simply come by theproductivitypro.com for all of that. She's got her videos, books, store, newsletter, and blog all there. Again, that's theproductivitypro.com. And with that, I wish you a great rest of your day, and I will see you back here again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.